Good morning, guys. How is everyone doing this morning? Today is June the 5th. Yep, today's June the 5th. June is flying by. Next week is my grandson's birthday. He will be turning two. Two. I remember he was just turning one. Here he is turning two. I'm just trying to block off the sunlight behind me. Um, but yeah, I remember when he was just two, and now one, and he's turning two already. So that's going on next week. That's Wednesday. And then the 15th is my grand nephew's birthday. He be turning one. So kind of few birthdays going on in the month of June. But as you can see, I'm home this morning and it's Wednesday. Why? Because my daughter's father has taken a day off to do something with my daughter's car, so he'll be picking up and dropping off the grandkids today. So that allows me to be home today, and I'm glad because I do have an order coming in, and I want it to be here. It's an MK bag, and like I said, there's a lot of new people in my building, and a lot of things just became missing in that mailroom area. So I'm kind of glad I am home today. But on top of that, it gives me opportunity to, you know, look at my magazines. I have a lot of new magazines. This is the month of June, so these are new magazines that's coming in. So I just give me an opportunity to look through them and place them around my house because I like to have magazines around, like in the bathroom and in the living room. But yeah, and I'm gonna fix me some breakfast. I think I'm gonna have toast with peanut butter and a fried egg with no yolk for breakfast. And then I'm going to work out on my foot pedaler for 30 minutes, even though I'm not able to walk. I mean, I could go out and walk, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll play it by ear. No, my sneakers are out there at my daughter's house and my clothes. I washed clothes and I left them at her house. I didn't even bring them home. So I'll just do my foot pedaler today. That's perfectly fine. Hey guys, welcome back. So how is everyone doing? How is everybody enjoying their Wednesday, wacky Wednesday, or just wonderful Wednesday? So I stayed home today, and today it's just been amazing. The weather has been great. It's like been 80 degrees. I was gonna go out walking, but because of where I live at, I live right in the main financial hospital district, and it can get kind of crazy and just overwhelmed with people. I mean, it's not that bad now because we also live in an area where there's college students, college and universities. They're all out, so it's not that much people out. But I am in the city of the Boston Celtics, so everybody's kind of pumped up and gearing, and you got people coming in from out of town and everything like that. So basically, where I live is always overwhelmed with a lot of people. So, sometimes I just can't deal with so many different people and out of town and out of countries. It just, to me, it's just like, I just, not that I'm scared. It's just that I just get so overwhelmed with a lot of people. So, to kill that, I just stay in the house. I have a beautiful patio that I can go out and sit out on. But today I slept late, did a little house cleaning. I made some blueberry muffins. I don't know why. I had a smoothie. I'm about to have me some. I got this at the supermarket this week. Some Gatorade water. In it, it's an unfiltered. It has electrolytes and infused. So this is some healthy water. At least that's what it says. I mean, it's Gatorade, so you expect it to be healthy. But I'm just gonna try it out and see if I know the difference other than, my other water I be drinking. But anyway, and plus it was $1. So I'll be right back, guys. But I tell you, being home, sorry, I'm just fixing my clothes. Being home, and because I'm not here this kind of time in the day, I hear so much going on in my building. It's just like, what's that? Who's that talking? I'm hearing all these, because I usually come in like in the morning, I usually leave up by 6:30. Pretty much the building's quiet. I don't know. If people work, I don't know. But it's quiet. And by the time I get home, it's quiet again because I don't get home until like 7:30. But during the day, You hear all the doors open. You may hear voices in the hall. Like I said, it's around like 5 o'clock. Usually I'm still at my daughter's house. I hear kids outside playing. Even during the morning time, there must be like a school around here. So I hear kids at school in the playground or wherever the school is around here. So it's quite noisy around here during the day, from my understanding, which I'm not used to because I'm usually here like all day on the weekend. So on the weekend, it's a totally different vibe, you know. But anyway, it's all good. People do live in my building. I just have to understand that. And like I said, I just loved where I lived before. I lived in this building for 3 years. Um, it's just that I downsized because my daughter moved out. So where I originally lived when I moved in the building, it was in a corner by the garbage disposal. And I loved it over there. It was in a corner. I may just hear people coming to drop their trash down the trash chute, which I didn't care. I mean, hey, put me next to the trash dump. I don't care. It was quiet. And they kept it very clean. And if even if it got a slight out of control, I just called maintenance and they'd come and clean it up or whatever. But it was always quiet. I was just like in my own little area. And it's funny because nobody would come down there unless they're dumping their trash off. It was just my unit and it was this other lady unit. She was very quiet too. And then this other lady further down, and she was quiet. So us three, we know each other, but we all just stay come in, leave, very quiet. Where I am now, I moved down one flight because I was on the fourth floor. Straight up, totally different. Totally different. I was talking to my granddaughter like last week, and I don't know how we got on the subject, but I guess it was referring to my daughter's prom dress, and I was telling her how we went out and got it, and I had to get it fitted because we was watching a couple of YouTube's video proms, and I was telling her how I did all the alternatives to my daughter's prom dress. Um, which I have to try to find in my pictures. I didn't come across her prom pictures. I have to find where I put them at. I know I have them, but yeah, but now that's on my mind trying to find her prom pictures. So yeah, and I was telling her that I learned how to hand sew, from school when I was in grammar school, middle school. Um, Back in school, when I was in middle school, we had three subjects, which was called specialties. And in the specialties, we had cooking, sewing, and health. And you would rotate. So you would get an opportunity to be each one of those specialties. And I loved it all of them. I love all the specialties. I didn't have no favorite. But in sewing, I found this quite interesting because not that I didn't know how to sew, but it just taught me a lot of different stitches that you could do with your hand without using a sewing machine, which I prefer to do because it's quicker. So I was telling her I learned how to sew. She asked me, so I told her I learned her how to sew when I was in middle school. So I had told my granddaughter that I was going to teach her just the basics. And I think you should always learn how to just do the basics. So if you need to hem up a pair of pants or hem up a skirt or tighten in a pair of pants or tighten in a skirt in the waistline, you could just hand sew it just with some thread and a needle. It's very simple, people. But I don't know if you all guys have, the younger generation even have home economics anymore. But so I told my granddaughter I was going to teach her how to sew. And it's very basic. It's very easy to do. It's nothing hard. Hold on one second, guys. I just got to get some scissors. Scissors. So the first thing I'm going to show her is like, this is your thread, this is your needle, and just how you thread your sewing needle. So you just get some thread, and that's exactly how I teach with church. We get some thread, get the scissors, cut it. I'm using yellow because it's more, you can see it better. cut it. Now, because I'm older, the eyes are not as sharp like they used to, so I got to put my glasses on. My glasses on so I can thread it. And so you take it and you just wet the tip with your mouth just to get it nice and sharp. And then you just look for that little hole, which I see it perfectly clear, and you just stick it in there. Nope, I didn't get it in there. It looked like it went in, but it didn't go in. Let's try it again. Sometimes you gotta control this thread too, because sometimes this thread don't want to be cooperative. That's what the trick of it. So that, but anyway, so that's what we was learning. We was trained how to thread a needle. There we go. We was trained how to thread the needle. And then once you thread it, once you stuck it in that little hole, you just tie a little knot at the ending of it. Now that I'm doing, I can remember that class so well, because we all was sitting at the table trying to thread the string. And sometimes you want to just double knot it, put another knot in it. Boom, see, a little knot. And now, here's the needle, and it's threaded. Just by sticking it right into that little hole, it's threaded. You thread it and tie it in the little knot. Here's my needle right here, and the thread. So yeah, so that's what we did. So like I said, we all sat around the table. I don't know how many of us was it, but we all sat around the table. We was practicing how to thread our needles, and then she gave us a piece of material. This is like an old dress I have. Gave us a piece of material, and I guess I'm just gonna do like the bottom. She gave us a piece of material, and then she first showed us how to not backstitch, single stitch. And so what we do, we take the fabric. Actually, we didn't take the fabric. We just had it because she was just teaching us single stitch. So it wasn't like sewing. We was just practicing. And so we'd take our needle, and we would. I still need my glasses. Take our needle, and I'm gonna try to do it in front of you guys. We'll take our needle, and we'll just put it in and pull it through. See? That's all you did. Pull it in. Let me see if I can put it down at an angle. There we go. And then what we do next, trying to make it so you guys can see. We would take the needle and we would go in and we'll pull it out, stick in, pull it out. And that's to be the first stitch right there. Hopefully you guys can see it as good as I want y'all to see it. And then we'll come back in pull the needle out, and then we'll go back in. Pull the needle through. Then you go back in. And pull the needle out. And it was just that little simple stitch that we did for the first couple of days. You know, we'd make, she had drew lines. She had got some fabric and she had drew some lines, which I'm going to do with my granddaughter. And you just have them do this little simple stitch on the line, just to let it try to keep it neat. And that's all we did. And once we passed that little course, then we went on to making a pin cushion, because we had to bring in some needles, and that's a little further in. But this was just basically what we practiced, how we learned how to hem. And because it was hemming, it's just a basic, just a little basic little 1-2 step, 1-2 step. Then you take your scissors and you cut it. Once you cut it, just stick the needle on the couch here. And then you tie it and you'll be done. Now, hey guys, so I'm gonna end this video with a glass of wine that I am going to drink and call it good night.